What's up, everybody? Steve here. Today we're going to go through some of my April PSA submissions. Now, look, there's a lot of cards here, so it's going to take a while, but I'll highlight some of the good ones, some of the ones I'm a little bit iffy on, and I'll talk about a whole bunch of other things, PSA submitting, everything. We have some Yu-Gi-Oh cards here to the right, and I have these sorted in a peculiar way. I haven't done it like this before. I have Psychic, Normal, Fire, Electric, Water type cards, Trainers, Fighting, Grass. So it's sorted in a certain way for a certain reason. I'll get into that very soon, but let's have a look at some cards. We'll start off with Fire type because, everyone loves Fire type because it has all the Charizards. So most expensive type, I guess. But yeah, look, before I get fully into this, I want to know a few things. I want to know, what are you submitting to PSA? Because it's no fun just me talking to myself all the time. And I also want to know, what do you guys think of the, lighting, everything in this video, the quality, etc. I'm trying to up my quality game just so we can have long-standing good videos. Also, don't mention all the cat hairs on these cards. Some of these have been card saved for like 6 months, and I got 15 cats. It's just a bad time in my house. So we're starting off. We've got the Stormfront Trio, Charmander, Charizard, and Charmeleon. These cards here, not very hard to grade, but this type of card from, I guess this is Platinum Series, Diamond and Pearl era, they always have like these things in the corners where it can't, like the card gets like peeled off. So try to look out for those. Not every card here. Also, I didn't buy them in Japan. I've had some of these for a very long time. I got this E-Series Charizard. I did buy this one in Japan from a store, I'm pretty sure. Not bad condition. It's got a bit of edge wear. I'm hoping for like, an 8 or something like that. Blaine's Charizard. This one I messed up on, so I like have to submit it to PSA for 2 reasons. I paid a little bit too much for it. This was 10,000 yen. That's not too much for a Blaine's Charizard, to be honest. But I thought it was in like really good condition. But at the very top here, it's you can't see it. I tried to capture on a camera earlier, but it has a little bit of a dent in the very top left that I didn't see when I was in the store, and I was too concerned with just how clean the rest of it was. So that's on me for not checking the card fully, but is what it is. This Rockets Entei, I picked this up in a store, I think 5,000 yen. I was with J-Love at the time, and I just looked at it. I was like, why are they selling this for so little? And the Lance's Charizard. I think this has a bit of edge wear. I'm not going to look down. I'm going to look at the screen. Oh, that's actually so much easier. Yeah, a bit of edge wear at the top. Maybe like an 8 or 9. But these cards, sometimes you get a bit of a premium, get an 8 or 9. We got another Stormfront Charizard. We got a Neophile Charizard. I did buy this one in Japan. I think it has, 1 or 2 things wrong. Maybe get a 9. Flame Ultras. I love the way this card looks with the holo pattern. How's my holo game doing today? Is it good? Not really, is it? Ugh, that doesn't look very good. This card's very hard to see the holo in the back, but it's got a lot of depth to it. You can see all the clouds and stuff behind. Gold Star Gyarados, don't go too crazy. It's not in the most amazing condition, but most Gold Stars, I think personally, if you can throw them in a bulk submission, just grade them. English, Japanese, it doesn't matter. I think people are happier paying like a PSA 3, 4, 5 price for like a played copy, and they know the condition is the condition. They're not being like lied to or anything. It's hard to explain, but in my experience, it's easier to sell like a lower grade Gold Star than it is to sell a Gold Star that isn't graded at all, even if it was a 3, 4, 5. So we've got a Charizard G level X. Ooh, that's very clean. Charizard G, Typhlosion. What is this? This card looked fake for a second there. This is a Mega Charizard Poncho. I think I bought this online a long time ago. I need to re-sleeve this as well. I'm going to put this to the side. But you see how this sleeve is, it's got like the it's hard to explain, but like the sleeve is really popular in Japan. The sleeve doesn't like have corners, if you compare it to this one. It's just like a rounded sleeve. I just never re-sleeved it. I need to re-sleeve this. I bought this for like 80,000 yen. I think it has 1 or 2 minor indents and it's got some edge wear around the place. I thought that was a good price. I sold one of my 10s for like $7,000 and I sold this for like 800. So I'll probably keep this. I'll bulk rate it, get it like a 7. I mean, I'll just probably put this in my collection, or I'll put it up for sale for like a higher price than it's worth. And if it sells, it sells. If not, I'll just keep it. But I'm going to put that to the side because I need to remember that is, they need to be re-sleeved. Because you don't want to send cards to PSA in like top loaders or weird sleeves or things that's going to be hard for them to get the card out, because then they damage the card when they pull it out. But I'm not going through these as fast as I thought I was. I just thought I saw something on this card there. You see that top right corner? Let me pull this card out. Is that on the card? It is on the card. I don't know what's going on there. Put this card to the side. There might be a little bit of debris or something that was like on the sleeve. I think you just saw it. A little bit of there's like some dirt there at the top. I don't know what that is. But, I'm going to put this one aside as well. It's always good to double, triple, quadruple check the great cards to grade. I have a pile over there of like 200 cards that I quadruple checked with lots of really minor issues that I missed. And let me know if you guys want to see it. I'll probably do a few cards from the stack because a 200 card condition check video is going to take me hours, even though a lot of you guys don't mind that. But I don't want to, bore you. But if you want to, like, if I can make a video of like the most common problems with some of the cards that I saw, look, I don't mind. We're all here to help each other, right? There's a really cool big orb. I think they call this hollow orbs. So they have swirls and then they have orbs. My friend taught me that. Charmander McDonald's, CP6 Charizard, Arcanine Heart Gold. A lot of these cards I don't know if you guys know, but they're actually pretty decent cards. I do grade a lot of non-expensive cards just because I love grading, but I'm trying to get through my cards that are more expensive. And I bought a classic collection Charizard and a 25th Charizard in Japan and some more modern Charizards. We've got these big full art ones. We've got the Rayquaza Delta, Ditto, and Charizard Arceus. So that's it for the fire type cards. Now you probably did notice this is only 30 cards. So some of these are upside down and some of them aren't. It's crazy. These are only 30 cards. And the reason for that is PSA just up like all their shipping and everything, and the per card price is down a little bit, but the shipping cost is up. And I'll check those two later. And where I'm from in Australia, we have like a GST thing where we have to pay 10% plus 5% of the price of something when we pay for it to come from overseas. So usually on a grading submission, we have to pay 15%. And then there's a brokerage fee, and it's like $100 sometimes. Sometimes it's like $180. I don't know why they charge so much different. It's just, yeah. So we got a Psyduck Lightning, but with the grading, if I send 30 cards in, I don't have to pay all those extra fees, import tax, everything. If I send 100 cards in, I have to pay 15% of the total grading price plus an extra like $180 sometimes. So it's actually cheaper for me to send cards in lots of 30 rather than 200 at once or 300 at once. It really sucks, but is what it is. Got Expedition Pikachu, some Zapdos Moltres. I have a bunch of these. I just never graded them. Jolteon, Trainer Mag. Oh, man. I hope this Voltorb gets a 10. I think I have one already, but another one won't be too bad. I love this Pichu and Pikachu artwork. I think I bought this at some random store in Japan. I was digging through the bulk, and luckily for me, all the bulk was sleeved. So, I think these are in pretty good condition. Yes, they are. Thank God for that. Pichu, Zapdos. These cards are less exciting because they're, I guess, electric type. McDonald's Pikachu. Ooh. It's actually pretty good condition. Chinchou. Zapdos. I think the biggest problem with some of these having like hairs, and I didn't leave them out. I had them in a box, but like I had them in a box sitting upwards like this. So that means debris and dirt just from the air, dandruff, whatever, cat stuff. I don't know, anything, dirt, anything can settle in, go down, and then settle onto the card. That's the worst thing you can do. If you have cards you want to grade and you have them card savored, put them in a box with a lid on it so they don't settle in, because I've actually damaged cards like that before. I actually had a card that was like $2,000 or $20,000 now. I bought it for $2,000 at the time, and dust settled in right at the top, like one tiny speck of dust on the inside of the sleeve, maybe the outside of the sleeve, and the card saver being pressed against other card savers pressed the dust into the card and put a very minor indent on the card. Now that card's like 20 grand now, and I still have it, but like I should have graded it earlier, so that could never happen. That's also one good thing to grade your cards that you really care about, as the chance of them ever being damaged just from being out is not a big deal. So this Raichu here, Expedition, these cards are pretty cheap. You've got some McDonald's Pikachu. Pichu Bros is a good one. I should have said something about that. I just skipped through all these. These are good comedian Pikachus. These are really cute. Pikachu, and Pichu Bros. Pikachu from McDonald's. I'm not sure of the releases. Like, I do know what the releases are, but I can't think of it on top of my head. Raichu from Expedition. I have an E-Series collection coming. It should be I should get it next week. And it's going to be, that's going to be a long video. That's going to be like, There's about 500 E series hollows and probably 7,000 E series non hollows. So I'm going to be going through a bunch of them, doing some condition checking. So that'll be pretty cool. Might even do live. Oh my god, could you imagine if we did that live? E series collection live. All right, Ditto Pikachu. I love that one. I love all these non hollow fire red Pikachus. Nothing else special. Gonna put this one over here. So yeah, so this is, most of these submissions are broken up into lots of 30, and I have them in type. So when I get them back from PSA, I can just list 30 fighting type cards, put them in my fighting type box, and done with it. It's like nothing. I wish it wasn't the way. Like, I wish it wasn't the way. And yeah, other Australians, if they want to message me, we work it out. I don't mind paying the GST portion, as GST for my business is actually not a bad thing to pay, as you know, a lot of my sales are overseas, so I don't actually have that much GST payable, and it's a good thing. It's Australian tax laws. It's boring talk, but this has 2 orbs. 1, 2. That's cool. The $100, $200 random fee gets added on top. It's just a really unnecessary expense. It's really unnecessary. And I wish there was a way around it, and I don't know. If someone knows a way, I don't mind paying GST, but the fee is just something else. I just can't even believe. So this random, you know, level X card, Gligar, not even worth really grading, like Machamp, Lucario, Meganium, Delta Species. I need to grade some cards because I haven't graded any cards for like 6 months. Wait, 6? Oh, longer, maybe 8. And I've bought a lot of cards. Giovanni's Machamp. I think I bought this from a store in Japan. It's very rarely I buy old back cards to grade because they're always damaged. So let's pray this one gets a 10. That'd be cool. Got the Pupitar and the Lavatar. Arceus Fighting. Kabutops. I've always loved this card. Delicious little swirl at the top there. Blastoise, Flygon, Groudon, Marowak. It's pretty neat. Got the Lucario. Hippowdon level X. Machoke and Machamp reverse foils. Bought those in stores as well, I remember. We got some non-holo dragon type cards. I think I didn't have many dragon type cards or fighting type cards, so I'm just submitting them together. The Latias combo, Rayquaza and Latios. It's probably not worth submitting that, but that's fine. You know, these, like, I really hope the majority of these are getting 10s. Apart from some cards, like this Trico Gold Star, you guys are going to see it. Like, oh my god, he's got Trico Gold Star. Yeah, look. It's, like, damaged. Start random collection. I'm sorry, I don't have mint gold stars just coming out of my ass. So I don't know why I use that expression pretty much. How's this webcam? I want to see what this looks like. Oh, look at my hairline. Oh my god. It's all over for me, boys. Oh well. Alright. Ivysaur. Let me know this webcam quality. Let me know this camera quality. I'm recording in, I officially recording in 4K right now. So the size of this video is going to be absolutely insane. We've got another Nidoqueen, Shaman. Oh, I love this one. Butterfree, non-holo Camille. Bulbasaur, Scyther, Celebi, Gold Star, a bit of Edgeware, probably a 7. Bayleaf, Ivysaur, Trainer Mags. Some Southern Islands cards. I bought a complete set in Japan. It was like 15,000 yen. It actually wasn't a bad price, and the cards are like mint too, so... Erica's Venusaur. I bought this in Japan as well. It'll come back to me. Centering's a bit iffy on it, but, you know, a 9 would be great. 10 would be even greater. Chikorita, some more Shaman level X. Terrible ideas to grade those, in my opinion. But I'm just going to do it anyway, because why not? Gloom, Ladybar, Sunkern, Shuckle, I love him. Yanma. This is the Edgeware I was talking about, like on the Stormfront cards. It's the same foil pattern. So these always have a rough card, so I'll probably not even send this Yanma. Yeah, this one's bad. This Yanma is destined for just like an 8. Ah, it's so sad. This is like a near mint card through and through. I mean, it's delicious condition and delicious. I don't know why I said that, but I'm going to put this to the side. I'm not going to send that. Even cards that I've triple checked are not even worth sending. I just... Oh, because, you know, the current state of, like, selling graded cards is, you know, look, my own personal sales is definitely less than last year. But in saying that, last year I was getting, like, 2,000-3,000 graded cards back every, like, second month, third month. Like, more inventory in means more sales. You're listing more items. I haven't got any new cards listed in, like, 8-9 months now. So I'm obviously selling less. But, you know, I've noticed prices down the board. Look at this Togetic. It's actually insane. So good. I love these two. So I'm grading them. The holo patterns are just crazy. Who is this? Sumiyoshi Kazuki and Kyoko Yumimota. I think that's it. I probably butchered those. So yeah. Cry from the Mysterious Dragonair. Some Trainer Mag, Dragonite, Dragonair, Dratini. So yeah, look. My sales, look, I'm happy with them. They're obviously way less. They're gone are the days of doing 350k, 400k in 90 days. But, you know, if I can, I'm happy with the amount I have now. The workload is much less. The stress is much less. And the spendings are much less. I don't need to go online and keep buying like crazy because I feel like I'm missing out on something. That's also a good thing. Like, obviously, I went to Japan and went a little bit crazy, but a lot of the purchases, like 30% of that was 2 cards, Tropical Wind and number 3 Trainer. And then 30%, maybe even 40% of it was Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And then the rest was just like played Pokemon cards, and maybe 10% was gradable Pokemon cards. So I didn't really go that crazy. This Kangaskhan's nice. Let's hope for a 10 on this. This Latias Gold Star is actually not bad condition. Hope for 9 on that. That'd be 9 and was that Latias or Latios? I think that's Latios. Who knows? Dragonite EX. Check the condition on this one. See, that's what I mean. There's like a bit of debris stuck in this card because this one's been card saved for longer than we've been alive, and this thing is still there. Oh, thank God. No, it was on the outside of the card. No chance to damage, but yeah, look. It's my own fault. The cats and everything, and I didn't keep these. I just kept them in a graded card shoebox with no lid on it. And terrible. Domino's, Pizza, Level X, Snorlax, Wigglytuff Reverse, Jigglypuff, Requires a C, Chansey, Clefable, Ditto, Light Togetic. Bought all these in a store. This Snorlax, hopefully, you know, I get a PSA 9 at a minimum. It'll probably be a PSA 9. Centering's not great. But some guy on my recap video, I forgot. I think he said something like, why would you pay 5,000 yen for this? And I feel like I don't explain a lot. I didn't explain a lot of like, these are my cards I'm going to grade. But like, you know, Snorlax is like $400, $500 in a 10. If you pay 50 and you grade it and you get a 10, it's not too bad. Now I'm chancing it big time because the centering's not great, but I really want to try and get it. I want to try and get the 10. That's the chase. So it's still, I think that's still 10 worthy, but I'm up against the wall. Another Snorlax here. Oh, Lugia EX. What's the condition on this? Oh, it's a bit rough, a bit late. There's a bit of edge wear, but you know, maybe 7 or 8. This is an expensive card, so it might be desirable. Now, remember that card ass box that I opened? Yeah, well, I never submitted the cards because it was around about the same time where I just stopped everything. So I'm just sending 30 of them. Here we go. Nothing special. And then all the holos. Hopefully we get some good luck. A few 10s on that because I spent a lot of money on that box. Each of those card-ass cards cost me around $20. So yeah, let's hope. We got this Alakazam Gold Star looking pretty. Well, condition's actually not that bad. A bit of top edge wear, but wow. Giratina Level X. Hope this lighting's not too bad. I don't have my overhead light on. I want to keep this video kind of moody. But even though I've been doing this for a while, I'm still feel like I'm new to like setting up, like, you know, the videos and the cameras and everything. Like, is this a good place to put my face? Should it be on the other side? Like, it should be. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. You know, I do get a lot of comments like, Steve, you worry a lot about like your stuff. It looks fine, but I feel like asking for feedback is not a bad thing. I've been doing it my whole life. Everything I've ever done, I've always asked for feedback. And I feel like it's pretty good to do that. Rather than just worrying. Because if you just worry, then you're a warrior. I don't want to be a warrior. Some more level X cards. I think Gengar Prime, if I get a 10 on this, Mew Prime will be the only one I never got a 10 on. Like, out of all the Prime cards. And there's 1 or 2 level X cards I haven't got a 10 on either. So it's kind of like a challenge, right? To get every card in a 10 from certain things. I've hit 10s on these before. Drifloon shiny in a 10 would actually go wild for me. You know, I know a lot of people watch this channel, and that doesn't make any sense. A lot of people who watch this channel are not primarily Japanese card collectors, and I get questions all the time. Why do you do Japanese, Stephen? It's because I've done every English card. I was I was heavily into English old back, or old Wizards of the Coast, and I was heavily into English like modern at the time, selling playables, opening like 40, 50, 60 of some sets, selling playables and modern singles online and grading modern singles. And I've just done it. So I've got a lenticular deoxys. Never seen this card before. It's a lenticular card. So it's got three forms: the attack, speed, and is it attack, speed, and defense? Is that how this card works? But there you go. Comes in like a VS movie deck. This one's in okay condition. Personally, I would grade any of these that just look decent. They can get really damaged really easily because they're quite a thick card. It's not normal card stock because it's like lenticular, but PSA 10 of this is like 1,000 something. It's pretty expensive. So got to level X. Two of the Shining Mews I bought in Japan. Southern Islands Mew from the set. Masaki Alakazam. This was like around $300 from a store, maybe. So 330,000 yen, I think. Don't quote me on that. Boba Fett. Mew and Mew. Two of those. I mean, I'm late to the game on all those modern cards. That's why here you don't see much modern because there's no new sets out that are really, really exciting. And if I just grade them now, I'm just so late. Everyone's already done it before. Two slow bros and a slow poke. That's pretty cool. This is something I opened this. I bought I guess a little sealed box of these, just like the card ass. This is called sealed ass pocket monster cards. They're Bandai cards as well, 1997. They're old, but they're not as like coveted as the card ass cards, but I reckon they're pretty cool. Same sort of artwork. So they have the Japanese like translated names. Showers. Wingy, Yadon, Kodak. But they're not even like the real translations they use now also. Like it's yeah, they're really old. And I think they look cool. So I just got a few of them. And they have these combo cards. These are stickers. So like you can peel these off and use them as stickers. That's what they're meant for. And these things here are peel offable as well. Each little sticker here, you can peel off all of them. These are cool little like combo cards. They have like a little background thing and then a, evolution lines, Pikachu, Raichu, Voltorb, Electrode, some water Pokemon, Blastoise, Charizard one. So I don't know. I'm just trying. I have around 200 of these to send. Look, these don't sell. I've looked them up. They almost always get PSA 8 or 9 because PSA is just crazy. But I'm going to try out 30, and it's around like $800, $900 risk. And 30, if I get them back and they sell, I'll do more. If they don't sell, kill myself, I guess. Like, I don't know. Kidding. All right, Magikarp, Squirtle, Suicune, Gold Star. Yeah, about light play. Totodile, Dark Gyarados. Some more trainer mags. I bought heaps of these over the past few months. Entei, Suicune set, Yugioh Legend set, Ditto Squirtle, Lapras, Psyduck. I hope my thumb isn't just disgusting. 2 Mew Gold Stars. What are the conditions like? Oh. Wow. That's actually pretty good condition. It's got a bit of edge at the top there. Bit there. I didn't know I had one in such good condition. Off-centered. Like, obviously thick. Probably a PSA 8, but it's first edition. Gold Star Mew. I'll take that all day. This one obviously is in a little bit worse for wear condition. What is it? Unlimited? Wow. It's all scratched up. Oh, yeah, you can see the foil. Let me see if I can get the light on that. Yeah, you can see how scratched up that is. You can see the foil. Maybe PSA 1. Hey, that's still cool. Some non-holos. I went crazy on these a year and a half ago. A little bit less crazy now because everyone copied me and got onto it. Now it's a little bit harder to sell non-holo PSA 10s, but it always feels good to be... I'm not going to say I was the first person to submit a non-holo PSA 10, but I was the first person to submit literally thousands of them. Like I submitted 15, 16, 2,000, I don't know. It was like 2,000 non-holos in like a 3-month span. And I had pretty much every non-holo available from most sets. So that was cool. Miriam, I actually bought this a long time ago. I bought this when I was in Japan at Worlds. So I probably paid a lot for this. I think the price is down. But I'm going to grade it. See if I can get a 10. Put it in the collection. PCL Lab Coat. This card here is crazy. This sells way more raw than the PSA 10 even sells for these days. And this is like a 7 or 8. But a bit hard to sell that card, but it's crazy. Some stores in Japan had them 40, 50,000 yen, and PSA 10 sells for like 40,000. Pokemon Center Lady non-holo, Burn Tower, Indigo Plateau, Erica for the collection. Now, these are not. Iono SR for the collection. Now, these ones here are a little bit more expensive, but they're like played condition, so I'm just going to send them in bulk. I don't really care. Yeah, the reason for that, let me think here for a second. The reason for that is this Tropical Wind, I'm sending at $15. And I graded this previously, and I got a 4. And I don't think this card deserves a 4. It has a minor bend at the top. It's not, well, you know, bend and minor can't really be used in the same sentence. But this should be like a 5 or a 6. The card is like clean, doesn't have many scratches. It just has one tiny dent there. It's really stupid. Same with this one here. It has a little dent at the top and one somewhere here. This should be like a 7 or 8 Victory Orb. But if I grade them at 15, even though they're really, like, they're kind of expensive cards, like 3,000, 4,000 each, whatever. If I'm not happy with the grade, I could just decline the upcharge and they'll send them back raw. If I grade them at like $100, $200 each, if I decline the grade, then I have to pay $100, $200 plus an extra $90 return shipping just for the 2 cards because they up the shipping rate. So Victory Medal, no stamp. I figured I'd just grade this because it's actually pretty good condition. If I get a 10, I'll probably try and sell it. Victory Ring non-holos, an extra copy of mine. I'm just selling that one. And ooh, another Tropical Wind. I think this is the one I bought in Japan. So this one should be like a 2 or a 3. A lot worse condition than the other one, but yeah. People probably say, Steve, it's so stupid sending all these cards in the same submission. I don't care. They get lost. I mean, there's nothing I can do. Insurance doesn't exist for sending overseas. If I put them in $200 submissions, it's just going to cost a lot of money. I can decline the grades on the ones I don't want, send them in bulk. Not a big deal. And some more reverse holo trainers and victory medals. I guess I didn't say anything about that. A whole bunch of victory medals. Sorry. We're not on a tangent about the expensive cards. It is kind of crazy. Those 5 cards there, the two wins, victory orb, victory ring, and the victory medal no stamp is around, God, I wouldn't even know. That's like $15,000, $20,000. Pretty funny. Now, these are some Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I'm not going to show every single one because it's already almost 30 minutes this video. But I've got Toon Baby Dragon, or Baby Dragon and Toon Red Eyes Black Dragon. Some reprint cards. Toon Alligator, I love these. Harpy Lady, Gaia, EXR Starter Box, Toon Rabbit. Some Ghost Rares. I'm trying to mix up the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So I have like some new cards, some Ghost Rares, some Ultimate Rares, some prismatic things, all in the same, like different submissions. I'm still doing these ones in packs of 30. I have this Ultimate Rare, Blue Eyes White Dragon, some more Ghost Rare stuff. I'm putting all these in different submissions because PSA grades Yu-Gi-Oh way harsher than Pokemon. Look at these Ultimate Rares. Don't they just look amazing? Boom, just like that. Oh yeah, that's ooh, that's crazy. Buster Blader. Yeah, that's nice. Legendary Swordsman. He's pretty cool. But, you know, these Ultimate Rares, because of the texture around from this box usually, the back of the card, you can see it there. It's like raised. So it looks like an indent. But like every single Ultimate Rare is like that. But some PSA graders just give them all 4s. And there's nothing you can do. And then some give them 10s if they're gem mint. But like, so I don't want to send all my Ultimate Rares in the same submission because it's just can happen. Regardless of how stupid it is and how much of a waste of money it is, that's just how it is. Look at this red eyes on this thing. That's actually wild. It's like an evil little child. Wow. So yeah, some prismatics, more Ghost Rares. These look so sick. Like actually, that's pretty much it. There's pretty much just like another 200 Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and people want to see some Yu-Gi-Oh content. I can try to do some more Yu-Gi-Oh focused videos, but I feel like, you know, it's not the general main thing of what I'm going for. Another Ultimate Red Blue Eyes, another Ultimate Red Blue Eyes. A lot of these cards, yeah, reprinted artworks, popular things here and there, starter box, whatever. Red Eyes Black Dragon, Phantom God. Doing my best to learn the Yugs. Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon, Starter box Blue Eyes, a really damaged one. I bought it for like 2,000 yen. So that'll be cool. PSA 1 on that. Legend of Blue Eyes, White Dragon, White Dragon. And that's pretty much it for the Yu-Gi-Oh cards there. So, hope you guys enjoyed this whole, I guess, PSA submission video. Hope you enjoy this new sort of setup I got here. Got my little camera I can zoom in and out on too. It makes it a lot easier for me to show off stuff. So, I hope you guys are doing well. Let me know what you're submitting to PSA. Also, the latest Ask Steve is out. If you haven't seen that, go ahead, watch that. Drop me some questions, as I'm always keen to answer things here and there. If you have like in-depth questions about what I think of some things with PSA submitting or whatever you want to ask, just go on there, ask away. I'll give my opinions. I've graded tens of thousands of cards. I can try and help you out. Other than that, my name is Steve. I'm going to go put these into PSA's software. It's all updated now. I didn't know that. And I'm going to have a blast. So have a great day and thanks for watching.